Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Putre Shri Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityananda Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desatari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukham Karoti Vacharam Pangum Yangate Gire Yat Krupata Mahamunde Shri Guru Dinatarine Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 18 of chapter 7, Transcendental Knowledge. And Krishna is explaining about the four kinds of people who start worshipping, who start devotion towards him. On yesterday's verse, we saw that out of the four, the four are like person who is in misery or who wants freedom from misery, who is inquisitive, who wants money, and one who is Gyani. So out of these four, Krishna says the Gyani is best because he thinks of me and his only desire is to understand, serve me, and he's away from the material desires. So then the question comes, then what about the others? If Gyani is very dear to you, are other three are not dear to him? So Krishna explains this question in today's verse. Okay. So Udaraha Sarva Evaiti
उदार सर्व एवैते
Gyani Tvat Tvamaiva Me Matam
ज्ञाने त्वात्मैव मे मतम्
Astitaha Sahi Yuktatma
आशिता सखि युक्तात्मा
Mame Vanu Tamam Gatim
मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम्
Udaraha Sarva Evaite
उदारः सर्व एवैते
Gyani Tvatmaiva Me Matam
ज्ञाने त्वात्मैव मे मतम्
Astitaha Sahi Yuktatma
आस्तिका स हि युक्तात्मा
Mami Vanu Tamam Gatim.
गतिम्
Please chant.
उदारा सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्व आत्मैव मे मतम् आस्तिता स हि युक्तात्मा माम् एवानुत्तात्मां गतिम्
उदार सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वात्मैव मे मतम् आशिता सखि युक्तात्मा माम् एवानुत्तमां गतिम्
उदारा सर्व एवैते ज्ञानी त्वात्मैव मे मतम् आस्तितः स हि युक्तात्मा मामेवानुत्तमां गतिम्.
Okay, thank you very much. So, translation and purport. All these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous souls. But he who is situated in knowledge of me, I consider to be just like my own self. Being engaged in my transcendental service, he is sure to attain me, the highest and most perfect goal. Purport. It is not the devotees who are less complete in knowledge or not dear to the Lord. The Lord says that all are magnanimous because anyone who comes to Lord for any purpose is called Mahatma or great soul. The devotees who want some benefit out of devotional service are accepted by the Lord because there is an exchange of affection. Out of affection, they may ask the Lord for some material benefit, but they get it. And when they get it, they become so satisfied that they also advance in devotional service. But the devotee in full knowledge is considered to be very dear to the Lord because his only purpose is to serve the Supreme Lord with love and devotion. Such a devotee cannot live a second without contacting or serving the Supreme Lord. Similarly, the Supreme Lord is very fond of his devotees and cannot be separated from him. In Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.68, the Lord says, Sadhva Rudhayam Mahyam Sadhunam Rudhayam tva aham mad anya te na janati naham tebhyo managapi. The devotees are always in my heart, and I am always in the heart of devotees. The devotees does not know anything beyond me. I also cannot forget the devotee. There is very intimate relationship between me and the pure devotee. Pure devotees in full knowledge are never out of spiritual touch. Therefore, they are very much dear to me. So here Krishna gives the answer. Okay? He said, Udara sarva evaite. So everybody is Udar. Udar means magnanimous or very charitable. What we say, charitable. Udar. So, generally, we say that Supreme Lord is the most charitable because he does not see anybody, he just gives his mercy. But how it is that Krishna says somebody Udarha or charitable. The reason is, yesterday we discussed a little bit that devotee, these four types of devotees who have some, the three of them have some desires. The fourth, Jnani, may not have desire for self-interest, but others may have desires. But they come to the Lord or Krishna for getting their desires fulfilled. So Krishna sees, only sees that this person or this soul has approached him, does not see the reason, and with the heart he is asking for something. So otherwise this, the heart can be utilized in any other activity, not in Krishna, because Krishna does not control anybody's free will. So his free, the free will can be used by the person or the soul for any other purpose. But when the person or devotee approaches Krishna for the any benefit or any desire, with any desire or benefit, Krishna sees that the devotee has approached him, and with his heart he is asking. huh? And so Krishna gives whatever that person is desiring for. And when he receives, then his devotion increases, even if it is for some benefit. So this is the answer to the many questions that devotees have, right? Everybody, all of us want to be pure devotees, but nobody is pure devotee right now. Everybody is on that path. So that is the goal, right? So in the when we start, we may have material desires. We may do activities for our own sense gratification, even bhakti also, even doing the devotion also we may do for with uh, expectation of some material benefits. So I will do some devotion, I will do some bhakti, then I may expect some praise, or I may expect some money, or I may expect that people respect me, something like that, which is actually a material desire. So this devotion is not pure devotion; it is a mixed devotion with desires. But still, Krishna says this person is a great soul. Why? Because he has approached me. So Krishna does not look at the um, purpose for which the devotee has approached. He looks that the devotee has approached him. So even if there are desires and the devotee is trying to do bhakti, whatever possible with desire, still Krishna reciprocates with him, and he thinks that soul as a great soul. So, but amongst that, Krishna says the Jnani is the best. Why? Because he does not have any material desires for himself, does not desire anything. With complete knowledge about his relationship with the Supreme Lord or Krishna, he tries to do the service. So then the Jnani, Krishna says, he is continuously in Yuktatma, connection with me. And Krishna says that I consider him Atma eva me matam. I consider him as good as myself. the Jnani, who does not have any desires, but just to serve the Lord. So Krishna looks at this Jnani also as good as his own. But the more important for Krishna is the devotee, a pure devotee. So Krishna uh, gives himself to the pure devotee. So the pure devotee has more intimate relationship with Krishna, because Krishna thinks that the pure devotee is greater than me. But Jnani, he thinks same as me. But still, a Jnani without a Jnani doing the devotional service without any material benefit, still he is very dear to Krishna. It's just like his own self. So it's very intimate relationship. So in that intimate relationship, he is connected with Krishna, right? And Krishna says that this Jnani will attain the supreme goal, highest goal, Uttamam, Anuttamam, the highest goal. He will achieve the highest destination. So Uttamam means beyond Tama, beyond the Tamagun, far beyond the Tamagun is Anuttamam. So he will attain the highest goal. So we can see that Jnani is very close to Krishna in relationship. So the pure devotees, of course, have very intimate relationship with Krishna, and there is lot of exchange of feelings. But the Jnani also is very close to Krishna, and also we see that even if with some desires, devotees approach Krishna, still Krishna thinks them as a Udar soul. So sometimes we get doubtful or bewildered, like, okay, some devotees who are doing bhakti for say 20 years, 30 years, but they still have material desires. We all may have material desires because we are not still pure souls, pure devotees. So we see that devotees are doing the devotional service, but they still have the material desires, and then we feel that, oh, this is not pure devotion. They want to have something from Krishna. That's true, but from Krishna's point of view, that person is a great soul. So he's a great soul, undoubtedly magnanimous soul. So from Krishna looks at that person also as a great soul. So if Krishna looks at that person as a great soul, then how can we differentiate between the devotees with desire or without desire? If we are if one devotee is a pure devotee or Shuddha Bhakta, then of course he does not differentiate between anyone. But if we differentiate between the devotees based on their desires or anything, that is not correct. Okay, how we associate with them is our choice. Because if you want to become a Shuddha Bhakta or without any desire, then you can associate with the Shuddha Bhakta, or if Shuddha Bhakta is not available, you associate with Jnani who does not have, whose only intention is to serve. So you can decide your association, but you cannot judge that devotee, that this devotee is not a good devotee or he is not pure, whatever. So we should not go into that angle, because from Krishna's point of view, everyone is Udar. The four kinds of devotees who come to him, all are Udar. They are great souls. And Krishna is talking about all those great souls. So so in that, the most one category is one who wants to have money or Aishwarya. He is also a great soul. So generally we go to God to ask for money or some benedictions. But one who goes to Krishna is a great soul. That's what Krishna says. So how can we say that it is not correct? We cannot say that. So Krishna says the Jnani is still greater because he is as good as myself. So, it's better to be try to get the knowledge about the Supreme Lord. Knowledge is the powers of the God. and try to serve the God or do their bhakti without any other motives. That is what we can do. We cannot control of others. So we can do in that angle and try to associate with Gyanis who don't have any other desires. So by that we get attain the highest perfection. The example of this is in the eighth canto, the Gajendra's example. Like when the Gajendra, when the crocodile was holding the feet, 1 foot of Gajendra, for several years, 100 years or so, Gajendra tries to take his release himself from the crocodiles, but he fails, and at that point he understands that now he cannot escape. So he suddenly remembers the prayers to Vishnu. Then he offers the prayers. When Vishnu comes to release Gajendra, he has to first kill crocodile. Right? So he kills crocodile. So we know that whom Krishna or Vishnu kills, that person achieves the liberation. Right? So though crocodile was trying to harm Gajendra, but from Krishna's or Vishnu's point of view, you can see that oh, Gajendra is my devotee, and this crocodile is at the feet of Gajendra. So, though the purpose of uh, Vishnu was to kill crocodile to release Gajendra, still Vishnu knows Vishnu can release Gajendra without killing crocodile also. Right? For he is not like us, right? That he has to kill crocodile and release. He can release Gajendra in any way he wants by using his energies and mystic powers. It's not required to kill the crocodile. But Vishnu kills the crocodile so that crocodile also gets released because the crocodile, Vishnu sees that the crocodile is at the feet of Gajendra. Right? So that's how the mercy of Krishna is, and that is how sweet Krishna is. That he just sees that a person or a soul serving a devotee, he takes care of that person or the soul. So Krishna here explains he's uh, though the four devotees are udar, he is the most udar. He is the most merciful. Uh, and he gives the and Gyani is still better, and Gyani is the same as him. So he says, Yuktatma Mameva Nuttamam Gatim. So he will achieve the goal. So when this Gyani achieves the goal, and also all these four kinds of devotees, they are on the path of bhakti. So they are going to reach to the highest stage, right? The highest goal, that is prema bhakti. So when they will achieve this? So if all four are great, then uh, how they will achieve and in what time? So this answer Krishna will give in the next verse. How this Gyani or the other souls they achieve the perfection, and what is the qualification of achieving that mercy or the perfection. So that we'll see in tomorrow's verse. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So any comments, any additions, or any examples, other examples that you can think of about Krishna's mercy? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. Let's see tomorrow when the Gyani or others achieve the perfection.